Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Huang Bowen finally succeeded in pursuing Zhai Yiying. In the eyes of many people, Huang Bowen is just an ordinary boy, but in the process of pursuing Zhai Yiying, he seemed to have changed into a different person. He was firm, passionate, and even a little overbearing, just like the overbearing presidents in the novel that makes people's heart beat. From the time he mustered up the courage to confess to Zhai Yiying for the first time, to creating surprises and touching moments over and over again, Huang Bowen never backed down. He knew that if you like someone, you should go all out. He waited for her to finish school in the rain, silently prepared reference materials for her in the library, and was the first to accompany her when she was sad. He walked into Zhai Yiying's world little by little with his actions. And Zhai Yiying was slowly moved from the initial hesitation and rejection. She saw the seriousness in his eyes and felt the tenderness in his heart. Those sweet turns and those little heartbeats finally quietly opened the door of her heart. Huang Bowen succeeded, and he won Zhai Yiying's heart. But this is not the end of the story, but the beginning of their beautiful journey. They held hands and walked into the youth story that belonged to each other. Sometimes, sincerity and persistence are the most touching confessions. Huang Bowen, in his unique way, wrote an enviable chapter of love. As the heroine, Zhai Yiying has natural beauty, charming temperament, and cleverness. Unlike those ostentatious girls, she always quietly exudes a gentle and firm power. Her smile is clean and pure, but her eyes hide a keenness and confidence. In her interaction with Huang Bowen, she was not easily moved. She observed his actions and tested his sincerity. But gradually, Huang Bowen's persistence and dedication gradually melted her heart. When she caught a cold, he brought her favorite hot drink. When she failed a monthly exam, he silently accompanied her around the playground. Zhai Yiying began to realize that this seemingly reckless and direct boy actually hides a delicate and considerate heart. The feelings between them slowly accumulated in the daily bits and pieces. It is not a grand and dramatic plot, but a real companionship and understanding in life. They began to get used to each other's existence and share each other's joys and sorrows. There is never a lack of protagonists in the story of youth, but what is truly moving is the process of two hearts getting closer as they grow up. Huang Bowen and Zhai Yiying used sincere emotions to interpret the appearance of love, not just possession, but also understanding and fulfillment. They experienced many challenges and difficulties together, and it was these experiences that made their love stronger. In the third year of high school, the academic pressure was like a mountain pressing on them. For the sake of their dreams, the two often reviewed until late at night, with sleepiness and anxiety intertwined. But they never gave up on each other, but instead hugged each other tightly on the edge of collapse every time, giving each other strength. Huang Bowen would quietly put a small note of encouragement on Zhai Yiying's desk, and Zhai Yiying would whisper when he was irritable, "Let's get through it together." Once, Zhai Yiying's father suddenly became seriously ill, and she almost had an emotional breakdown. It was Huang Bowen who stayed outside the hospital all night just to let her know that she was not alone. At that moment, she finally understood that the so-called true love is not just saying sweet words when the wind is calm, but being willing to hold hands when the wind and rain come. Their love has gone through the polishing of time and the test of challenges, and has gradually grown from immaturity to maturity. They have learned to tolerate, understand, and not let go when each other is at their lowest point. Looking back many years later, they all know that the years they walked hand in hand are the most precious wealth in each other's lives. Youth is limited, but their love has taken root and sprouted in time and has become more and more luxuriant. In the end, Huang Bowen successfully caught up with Zhai Yiying, and the two gained full happiness and sweetness in this drama. This is simply the real version of the overbearing president falls in love with me. From the initial secret love to getting close to each other, from silent dedication to firm companionship, they used sincerity and courage to compose a romantic love song in youth. Huang Bowen is no longer just the passionate teenager, but has become the man who is willing to work hard for love. And Zhai Yiying has become brighter, softer, and more determined in this relationship. She is no longer just a princess being pursued, but a soulmate who grows up with him. They don't have the blessing of money and power, but they have the most precious thing, each other's heart. This love story has no exaggerated drama, but only real companionship and emotional accumulation. Perhaps, they did not have earth-shaking vows, but they built a warm castle with little details. The ending of the story is touching, but it is more than that. Because for them, the real journey has just begun. And all the audiences, Perhaps we will silently bless in our hearts, may their love, like that idol drama, never end. However, love in reality is not always as smooth as idol dramas. It requires us to pursue it with our heart, protect it with actions, and cherish it with sincerity. Huang Bowen's persistence and Zhai Yiying's understanding are the key to their coming together. I hope that everyone on the road can meet the light in persistence and gain love in the ordinary like them. Maybe we are not domineering presidents or fairy tale heroines, but as long as we hold our true hearts and take every heartbeat and encounter seriously, we can also find our own sweetness and happiness. May you and I not let down love, and even more so, not let down the person who is willing to accompany you through the wind and rain. Zhai Yiying and Huang Bowen first met in a play called Blind Date. No one expected that this blind date in the play would become the beginning of their love outside the play. In this urban comedy about blind dates, Zhai Yiying plays a new age woman who is calm on the outside and independent on the inside, while Huang Bowen plays a humorous, seemingly unruly but loyal young man. The interaction between the two on the stage was full of sparks, and their relaxed and natural performances were loved by the audience. Many viewers even sighed after watching the performance. These two people seem to be really in love. Blind Date shows the collision of modern urban people's concepts of marriage and love, the choice of lifestyle and emotional struggles through a series of hilarious but realistic plots. The wonderful performances of Zhai Yiying and Huang Bowen made the characters in the play vivid and three-dimensional, and also laid a warm foreshadowing for the real relationship afterwards. Who says blind dates can only stay in the script? When the fate in the play quietly shines into reality, they also inadvertently enter each other's lives. The stage ends, but the story has just begun. The heroine played by Zhai Yiying exudes a unique radiance on the stage with her rational, independent and slightly cold personality. She does not easily compromise and is not moved by external factors. She is a modern woman who is soft on the outside and strong on the inside and self-sustaining in her heart. The hero played by Huang Bowen is just the opposite. He is humorous and emotional, often uses a joke to resolve embarrassment, and also touches people's hearts with sincerity. The sharp contrast between the two characters makes the whole plot full of tension and contrasting charm. They constantly collide in the play, one is cold and the other is hot, one is quiet and the other is moving. Every dispute and interaction makes the audience laugh and feel. It is this opposing and complementary relationship that ignites the sparks on the stage and invisibly brings each other's hearts closer little by little. Their interaction is not just a dramatic rivalry, but also a process of two people with extreme personalities but real and vivid personalities looking for resonance with each other. This drama not only shows the new look of the traditional marriage and love method of blind date in modern society, but also uses the relaxed and humorous plot rhythm to trigger the audience's deep thinking about emotions and marriage. In the fast-paced and high-pressure urban life, blind date is no longer a synonym for parents' orders and matchmakers' words, but has become a way to find resonance and companionship. And blind date outlines the delicate emotions in this transformation with a warm and realistic touch. The wonderful performances of Zhai Yiying and Huang Bowen have injected soul into the whole play. Through their delicate performances, they interpret the two characters with different personalities but gradually approaching each other sincerely and touchingly. Whether it is the embarrassment and temptation at the beginning of the acquaintance, or the process of gradually building trust and tacit understanding in the later period, people can feel the sincerity and warmth in love. The whole play conveys a positive value in laughter and tears. True love does not lie in the form of romance, but in mutual understanding, respect and companionship. This warm emotional power makes countless audiences still savor it after the end of the play, and they have a yearning and hope for love in their hearts. While enjoying the plot, the audience can also feel the tacit understanding and sparks between the two actors, which makes Blind Date a classic work of their cooperation. In general, Blind Date is the earliest dating drama that Zhai Yiying and Huang Bowen have collaborated on. This drama is very popular with its close-to-life plot and the actors' outstanding performances.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.